Hey YouTube, Matt here again. Just thought I'd do a quick review on a couple mods that I built for you guys, or a couple RDAs that I did. Uh, some custom made coils. Just been doing a looking around. This first one is one I actually saw Rip Trippers on YouTube build. Um, it is a quad parallel single coil. It is pretty insane. Um, I don't know if you can see how big that thing is or not. Here, let me try focusing in on it. But it is absolutely massive. Lots of wraps in there. I had trouble getting the wrapping down quite good. I was tugging them tight and everything. Uh, how that his video showed, and I still had issues with it. Plus, this RDA isn't as big, it seems. So trying to actually physically put it in there, I actually had to unwrap a wrap on it to get it to actually just fit in there without, any cause for alarm or any problems with shorting or anything. Um, but actually, I don't mind this quad parallel coil. It has good vapor off of it. It tastes quite well. And this is the Mutant X RDA, I believe. So it's got bottom flow air holes in it and that sort of stuff. Um, and it actually, I don't know. I find that this coil, I could probably vape on it all day. I'm running it at 65 watts right now. So here, let me just focus myself back in quick. Yep, we're good. I'm running it at, yeah, 65 watts on this IPv3 mod, and I actually like it. Good amount of smoke. This new juice that I'm trying out is still made by Darkside Creations, but it's a different flavor. It's called Blue Surfboard. I was just reading the bottle, make sure I got it right. um, and it's a 3 milligram of nicotine in it. So I use a bit of nicotine in mine, but yeah, I'll just rock a vape and you can kind of see for yourself here. So a decent amount of smoke. Um, Let me juice her back up here. That one was getting a bit dry, but not too bad. And the way that he wicks his in his video is actually awesome. It works really well. Like, I get quite a few pulls off of this before I actually have to rejuice it. Surprisingly, actually. And I like how he wraps his cotton over top of the screws. So when you're dripping, you can drip it right through the tip on here. And you just drop it in, it hits that cotton, soaks right to the coil, and you're good to go again. Um, Usually I don't just drip and then instantly vape. I let it sit for, whatever, a little bit, just let it soak in. It doesn't take very long anyway. But yeah. Yeah, it's oh, that juice is delicious. It tastes like those little blue whale candies that you can buy from like 7-Eleven or whatever. Um, yeah, but I must say that this coil, it's a little bit difficult to build, difficult to line in, and you have to make sure that you have a mod that has decent sized holes. This one, the holes almost aren't big enough to fit those four wires in, and I used a 26 gauge Kanthol. He used a 28, so I think the little bit less wraps actually kind of compensates for itself in a way. Not as much surface area, so I think his might actually taste better if you can actually fit it in your mod, but I don't have any 28 gauge left. As you can see, that's my roll, and it is empty. So, I don't know, it seems to be really good so far. Like I said, I just made it today and was trying it out, and so far, so good. I actually like every little bit about it. Tastes very good, and when you're running around that 65 watt setting, I'm sure if you ran it if you had a different mod, or I even tried it on my Stingray that I have here, and it seemed quite good on that as well. So really, when it comes down to vaping, it's all personal preference. It's what you like. If you like big clouds, but you're not a flavor junkie, um, which I am that to a certain extent, but I've kind of, now that I've gotten into it more and started building coils and trying all these different kinds that I've researched, I kind of like the fact of the flavor. Like, pretty much I'm using it to quit smoking, so that's why I have the milligrams of nicotine in my juice. Um, when I'm vaping on this, the flavor actually helps me quit because I vape on this all day kind of thing, and then I get the urge, or like I'm a really social smoker, so when I'm socially smoking and then I actually light up a cigarette again, it doesn't taste good at all. It tastes like crap. I have like two puffs off of it and then I throw it away, grab my vape again. And I don't even know why. I should just use my vape in the first place, which is kind of my fault. But I think that's what I'm going to start doing now. Just rejuice up my mod and take it out when people go out smoking and get my nicotine hit off of this. Yeah, I don't know, really good. This juice is excellent. I would check them out, Dark Side Creations. Check out all their juices that they have. So far, these are the only two that I've really tried because I've heard good reviews on them from personal friends of mine and vape shops around Regina. So definitely go check them out. Um, I bought these little bottles and I can fit about three of them in there. I think that was in one of my last videos actually. I can cram about three of these little bottles into one of those and they fit pretty much perfectly. And then there's a little, they come with this little cap that fits over top through here, and then you just squish it on. And I take it everywhere. I have it sitting in the cup holder on my truck. Um, this fits in the other cup holder, and just pull it out, drop a few drops in at a red light, and then I can vape on it for a bit if I'm getting a craving. So, but yeah, definitely try this coil out if you're into a little more of a difficult build. Try building this one. I I personally have no problem with it. I actually like the flavor. It gives you tons of flavor off of it and a decent cloud. So if you're more into the flavor and not into the huge clouds, definitely give that one a try. Now I have another one that I made. I'll just spin this one off and spin the other one on. And I rock them at the same wattage. Um, this one thing cool about this IPv3 is it has memory built into it. So you can have like 5 different RDAs. Or you can have 4 RDAs and then like an Atlas tank or whatever you want. And all you have to do is just click a button, switch to that memory setting, and go at it. I find that really simple. So the more and more that I use this IPv3, sorry, the more I actually like it. This one I have King's Cream, Dark Side Creations, of course, again. I'm just gonna juice it up. This one is now this is 22 gauge Kanthol, of course. And the last one was 26 gauge Kanthol. And it is a let me just rock vape off it. You can see it first. I'll burn some of that juice that I just dumped on there on it. And you can see it. It's flavor wise, I find if you turn it up, you get huge clouds off of this vape, like massive clouds. But I've smoked for 10 years and I can't handle anything above about. I can probably take 100-watt shot once and then my lungs are sore. Like this thing is way overpowered for what you need. But yeah, here, let me just give it a shot here. Yeah, like massive clouds of smoke off of this. And believe it or not, the flavor's not bad, but I find it crushes juice. Like I'd probably do 2 hits like that off of this setup and have to rejuice. And the second hit will probably be lacking some flavor on top of that. But all in all, it's a wicked coil build. I'll try one more here. Maybe I can burn the rest of that juice off. Yeah, like sorry my camera's so crappy, but that 3-second hit, my whole breath is just thick vape. Like it's absolutely crazy about how it is. There you can see it a little bit better now. My cotton's kind of all fluffed up funny from pulling the cap off. But here, let me just zoom in on it so you can kind of, or focus in on it so you can see it. Now, this is a dual coil setup. It is 22 gauge Kanthol, and it is a nano coil wrap. So in your tobacco coil jig, which I've shown before in previous videos when I'm actually wrapping coil, it is the smallest pin that you can actually get in there. I believe it's the same size as a 1/16th drill bit. I could be wrong on that. Correct me if I'm wrong, of course, and I'll change it. But yeah, that's the setup that I'm vaping off of, and it just throws the vapor out. And actually, the taste is actually not bad. I thought it was going to be worse because usually when you get into huge vapor clouds and stuff like that, you actually start losing flavor from what I found. Some people might be different, but all my setups are usually I'm rocking a good vape, like a happy medium between them when I try them out. This one actually tastes pretty good, but it does crush juice. So if you have a big bottle of juice on standby, this is probably a build I suggest trying. This one came in on the ohm meter at 0.13. So it is a fairly hot build. So 65 watts is probably a good. I probably could go up to 70, but 65 is my happy medium. That's where I'm comfortable with it. I definitely suggest trying this build. If you're into some big clouds and decent flavor, I would give that one a try. If you're into more of a flavor junkie, I would try that quad parallel coil. It is a pain to build, I must say. I'm fairly new to this. I'm a fairly I'm a beginner, I guess you would say. By no means a professional at this at all, but I would definitely suggest trying it if you like the flavor of that quad parallel coil. Those more wraps, that more surface area, you're burning more juice, your flavor is going to be a lot more intense, which I actually like. This is, sorry, I forgot to tell you that this is on my Tobacco Dark Horse clone. This is actually probably one of my favorite RDAs that I have, next to the Mutation X, because it has 4 holes, 2 positives and 2 negatives for putting coils in. This one only has 3, but it's got, I don't know if you can see the holes in that very well, but it's got massive holes, so you could put some serious gauge wire in there. Yeah, so definitely check it out. Try these 2 builds, and let me know what you think of them. If you think that there's a better one that I should try, that being more of a flavor junkie, if you think there's a better one that I should try, hit me up, shoot me a comment, shoot me a direct message, anything, and I will definitely give it a try. I have lots of wire. I think I'm out of 28 gauge, and I only got a little bit of 24, but I got lots of 22 and I got lots of 26. So if you have a couple coils that you've been kind of messing around with and you think they're awesome, shoot me a message and let me try them out for you, and I'll do my own review on them. Yeah, but anyway, this video is getting really long and I can't edit it on my software that I have, so I'm going to rock one more vape and then I'll see you guys later. Yeah, guys. All right, see you later, YouTube.